Hello everyone, welcome to Wild Woodland Lavender Farm. My name is Carrie. Today my husband and I are working on a project for our farm. We have so many eggs for sale right now, and pretty soon we're going to have some rhubarb for sale, and then other things will start to come up too. And we need something outside on the road that says we've got stuff for sale here. So we're making one of those farm stand signs that you see whereas you're driving down the road, all the stuff that farms have for sale on that day or that week or whatever. So this is a little stand, sign stand that actually the previous owners left here, so it was a nice boon to find it out in here in the shop. And I was just looking around and happened to see this, and I'm like, that's perfect. So we're giving it a fresh coat of paint, and then my husband cut some planks of wood that will hang on here, and I'll use my vinyl cutter to make letters to go on those planks of wood. So right now I am in the process of starting to paint it. I've sanded it down just a little bit and cleaned it off, and so now we're gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it. I've been procrastinating as much as possible too, but it's finally time to get started. But I'm using a deep Merlot color, which hopefully you can kind of see it on there. It's a nice purpley color. So I'm excited to see how this works out. Now, I am actually terrible at painting, as my husband will attest. I have a hard time dipping this into paint and then like wiping off all of the excess paint to put it, and then putting it on here. I like to just dip it and paint, because you can paint longer when there's so much more paint on your brush, but then it ends up dripping and not looking very nice. So I'm gonna try my best to actually do a better job of painting on this. Okay, here we go. See, I just want to take all that paint over to there, and instead I'm gonna wipe off the excess. Round one is done. You can see it's a three-sided sign. So that'll be nice for putting out on the road. It'll have multiple sides for people to see. And then it folds up on hinges. Just like that. And this side, they made the hinges so it sticks out a little bit, so that this side can fold in first, and then this side will fold in on top of it, and then there's room for it to fit. All right, so now we're going to get to layer number 2, and hopefully we'll get all that green paint showing through covered up. Alrighty, so I am done with the second coat on my little stand, and I think there's going to be a few spots where I have to go back through and kind of touch up, because I do see a little bit of green paint still showing through in some areas, but for the most part it's done, and I'm just really pleased with how it's turned out. Can't wait till it's a finished product. But let's go inside now into the shop, and I'll show you the planks that are going to be for the individual products and show you what I'm going to do with those. Okay, so it's been a few weeks since I finished painting my little road sign here, and we've gone through some snow and some other colder weather here, so I haven't been able to work on the rest of it. And I'll go ahead and show you what I'm going to be doing up here for the signs, for the signs that are going to go onto the board here. Okay, So what I have here are some pieces of wood, some planks. This is juniper wood, which was some wood left here by the previous owners, and one of the rooms in our house is actually made up of, the walls are made up with this wood. And it was, this particular plank was already about 4 inches wide. It's about 3/4 inch wide, and my husband cut these to 2 feet in length. And I'll just hold this up onto the board over here. And you can see it's going to just be a perfect fit on there. And what I'm going to do is use a clear coat on this. Previously, when I was painting that, I wasn't sure if I wanted to paint these or exactly what I wanted to do with them. But I decided they're a very pretty wood, especially done up with the clear coat. And so I decided to just do the clear coat on them instead of paint. But the clear coat, when you apply it, it needs to be a certain temp, like over 55 degrees. And even though it was a nice warm day when I painted this, shortly afterwards, we went through a cold spell where we in fact got some more snow in April. So I couldn't work on this for a while. I didn't want to take all of these into the house to work on them because they're all nicely laid out here. And so I've been waiting for some warmer temperature where I could come out and actually apply the clear coat. And it's warm enough now. I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of days. So I'm going to grab my clear coat and a brush and get to work on these. So the clear coat that I got is by Behr Premium, fast drying, water-based, polyurethane semi-gloss. So I'm going to go ahead and get this open. There we go. I don't know if it needs to be shaken or not. We're just going to go ahead and start using it. So I already have these mostly sanded down. I was doing that waiting for warm weather to come. So let's just get going here. The reason I just decided to clear coat these is because I kind of like the colors of the plum purpley color that I used on the board with kind of a natural color, and then like the galvanized steel look. It's going to be kind of the farm theme, in my opinion, theme colors. So gonna just try to aim for those in the things that I do for the farm. Ends. With just this one coat of clear coat on here, you can just see the beautiful colors in this wood. So before you would have seen just this light color here and then the whitish color there, but when it's wet or it has the clear coat on there, it just turns this beautiful goldish red color. So pretty. So I'm really glad to be taking advantage of the natural colors of the wood there. first coat on all of the sides except the back. I'm going to go ahead and flip these over and get the back done, and then I need to wait an hour to apply the second coat. But I just wanted to show you some of these pieces of wood. This one has some knots holes. I think those are so awesome. They're going to add a lot of unique detail to the road sign, so that'll be fun. I wasn't sure how the clear coat would stick to this. This is part of the bark here. I just think that's so cool. I love the look of that. So I'm really excited to be getting these done. On our farm we already have, of course, we have eggs for sale here, and then I have a ton of rhubarb, and that needs to be sold. I've been listing it in different places, but having a roadside sign out there will definitely help people be able to find us as they come looking for produce that they want. So glad to be getting these done. It's high time we get this sign out on the road. So gonna finish the backs, come back in a little bit and do the second coat. All right, I am done with the first coat. I need to wait a little bit before I come back and apply the second coat. I may apply a third, I'm not sure, but since it's gonna definitely be an outside sign type of thing, going through a lot of summer weather, I might just go ahead and apply that third coat just for that extra layer of protection for the wood. So I am going to end the video here, and in another video I'll show you how I'm going to assemble all this together into a beautiful roadside sign. So we'll see you next time here at Wild Woodland Lavender Farm. Bye bye.